Greetings, truth seekers. Welcome back to our channel. Here we demask the shimmering world of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle for you. Hello, esteemed viewers. We return without unapologetically frank analysis to shock the conscience of the most ardent royal followers. We are examining Harry's intensifying remorse today, as he faces the reality of paying the price for reneging on his obligations to indulge Meghan's meretricious dreams in Montecito. Now, before we jump into this enlightening explanation, if you are new here, please remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification. Accept all of that, because you do not want to miss out on the exploding we have in store. As dedicated royal members prominently honored of the 80th anniversary of the D-Day landings which warped European history, the disgraced couple was nowhere to be seen. Of course they would cower from anything that requires dignity, responsibility, or reverence for the past. Habituaire stripped their fear of everything that requires dignity, responsibility or respect for history was predictable. While Prince William looked every inch the proud, honored military man as he was decorated with his military medals in tribute to all the heroism that happened on the Normandy landings. He cast himself in the mold of dedication and humility, the iconic image of what the monarchy could be. Plus, to have Prince Harry wallowing in self-pity, while Meghan surgically cut off his last connections to the royal past. Harry's internal anguish seemed almost audible from across his self-imposed exile. Observe Prince William being all official and gallant as he sported the respected Order of the Bath around his neck. This exclusive honor is granted in limited laureation to a small number of the aristocracy and military people to represent earmark of renown, commitment, leadership and allegiance to the crown and the Commonwealth. Do you think that they hand out those kinds of awards to minor gentry who abrogated their responsibilities to join the band and become a wandering minstrel, and that should not be the role of the scion? Certainly not. With the hard work and dedication to the royal duties and tradition, Prince William has rightfully earned his stand of dignity. Prince William, meanwhile, wore a lot of medals, which told the story that the red-haired former royal we will continue to be distracted by didn't attend. Those medallions echo the legacy of an 800-year-old reign of his grandmother ended in the lofty King Charles coronation medallion. Translation? While Big Willie goes on collecting more symbols of his dynastic subscription, his feckless stepbrother cannot even give their father's war medal without arranging an entire media circus around the act. Harry is so degraded and so passé that even the idea of him wearing a coronation medal from their father would make headlines. He got completely detached from what he used to say it hurt him the most, being what he was meant to be. I, for one, would find it funny if he just bastardly walked around with the coronation medal at some Hollywood show just to give everyone else the finger. What a brouhaha there would be if even a single tuft of chest hair spilt from the bottom of that medal, if you catch what I'm saying. That would definitely milk some good television. What would be even more interesting is if Meghan continued to be the protagonist and put Harry in his place for doing the things he wanted in a very male tradition and staged it more as a feminist grievance against male traditions. At least, I suppose I am somewhat premature of melodrama on these two personalities. Every time they disgrace themselves they land on their stiletto heels or are guaranteed some kind of payout or celebrity redemption. To be fair, while some might commend them for standing up to what they see as an archaic institution. But amidst everything else going on and this media circus around it, we should never forget that the D-Day memorials matter. When he did come along, William was, in every sense of the word, the prince of the new age, the essence of majesty and gravitas in the contemporary world. In the palace, Dry Jingy and the Dowager Countess had gone AWOL and were no doubt behind locked gates feeling the walls close in as their masks of justice were clawed off before them. This was an excellent chance for Harry to feel a bit of noble purpose and national cohesion by being a symbol of the UK's military. This would have been an opportunity to proudly display his decorated chest and indulge in the very real heroism of being a military-era son. The legacy of the Nazi uniforms and casual prejudice from his early blunders may have forever colored public opinion of him, but he could have embraced that opportunity and done us all the favor of recasting himself in a more positive light among real war heroes and fighters for the rights to accomplish what he only dreamed of. Instead he has sulked away with his tail tucked between his legs, green-eyed monster ravaging through his soul as William stole the show. Thus, before the world the spectacle of virtue has been born through symbols, of leadership and credibility in the person of William versus stepbrothers entangled in scandals with nothing left, except their birthright. Upon someone who was perhaps bludgeoned and emasculated as a younger man because of his then pudgy and rubbish physical state, this must have felt terrible, truly awful. Harry is fully aware of his irreversible mistakes and is primarily directing his anger towards himself and the manipulative liar he followed recklessly. While William confidently and humbly upholds the nation's pride and respects for war veterans, his brother remains in infamy, lacking a genuine sense of belonging or purpose. His credibility and sense of empowerment have been shattered by his own disgraceful actions and public humiliation, leaving him in a state of profound self-destruction. Despite his efforts to support Meghan as a valiant figure, Harry has only set himself up for a future marked by failure and betrayal. It's undeniable that Harry experienced a mix of envy, self-loathing, and despair as he witnessed his brother secure his position as the future king while he lingered in American obscurity. No amount of revelation or personal narratives can erase the harsh reality reflecting back at him. Ultimately, William embodies selfless nobility towards his country and family, a concept that Harry has disregarded in favor of selfish pursuits and toxic dependencies with a conniving individual. The contrast between the two brothers is glaring, presenting a poignant reflection on life choices. In a moment of regret, Harry must acknowledge his missteps. Although Kate may have displayed a facade of grace under pressure, she and William remained committed to honoring and respecting the sacrifices made by the troops. On the other hand, those disgraced individuals who perceived themselves as revolutionary figures in anti-racism were blinded by their privilege and arrogance. Their downfall was a result of unchecked narcissism and deceit. A significant failure indeed. What are your thoughts on this situation?